In this video, I'm going to be talking about the old expired script. This is a great strategy for newbies when it comes to prospecting or veterans alike. There's zero, well, I don't want to say zero, but there's little competition when it comes to calling old expireds, and this is the script that's going to get you results. If you watched the last video, I went through the main expired script, and really the only thing that has changed on this one, and it's a crucial piece, is the first half of the script. And if you haven't yet downloaded the scripts, I have a link that I'm going to share with you at the end, so make sure you stick all the way to the end. And if you're getting value, please subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to do a series on expired prospecting scripts, including objection handlers. In fact, we're in the middle of it right now. This is part of it. So if you want to get those, subscribe to the channel and hit the alert bell. Let's go. A lot of agents really give up before they have success when it comes to seller prospecting, and it's because they don't understand the game. The game is building a sales pipeline, what I like to call a nurture farm, so that prospecting becomes much easier. Imagine prospecting cold leads, cold expireds, cold for sale by owners, or prospecting nurtures. These are for sale by owners, expired listings, old expireds that you've spoken to in the past that will actually interview you when it comes to selling their house when they're ready. And over a year's time, there's no reason why you can't have 500 to 1,000 people who have said they will interview you when the time comes to sell their home. And this is the script that's going to help you accomplish building out that pipeline, that nurture farm. So using something like RedX, you can get all the old expired data, link in the description to save $150. And what you really want to do is just use a power dialer. So you're dialing 3 numbers at a time. Again, use RedX for that. It's very efficient because the farther back you go when calling expired listings, the worse the data gets. People move, people relocate, numbers change. So you just really want to be efficient. You definitely do not want to be hand dialing. You want to be using a dialer. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm just going to read it right here as it's written on the screen. Hi, my name is AJ. I'm not sure if you can help me. I'm a local real estate broker, and I saw your home came off the market back in 2020. I want to find out if you're still interested in selling or if it actually sold. Let them answer. Okay, got it. When will we be looking to embedded command? Hire the right agent for the job of selling your home. Fantastic. So usually there they say, well, hey, we came off the market. We didn't sell it. We're just going to stay put. That might be an example of what they say. So you just want to keep the conversation going. Scripts are all about keeping the conversation going. So you go on to fantastic. So whatever they say, it doesn't matter. Fantastic. Well, we specialize in selling homes that didn't sell the first time. And I was hoping you'd be free to get together for about 15 minutes or so to talk about why your house didn't sell and what needs to happen in order for it to sell at this point. Going to the close, which usually works better for you, weekends or weekdays, mornings or afternoons, 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. So as you can see, the intro is the key part. And when you open up with, I'm not sure if you can help me, I'm a local real estate agent, broker, whatever. I saw your home came off the market back in 2020. Have a little humor, change your tonality to where it's kind of like, this is really a shot in the dark. I'm trying to see, if you actually sold the house, 3 years ago. That's a long time ago, right? But I promise you this strategy works. I had so much success with it. So what's cool is right here in the first part of the script, you'll get some really good information. Again, like I said, there's very little competition, so they're not frustrated that you're calling. It's not like a new expired that may have gotten 20 phone calls that first day. They probably haven't received calls in months or years, so they're more open to a conversation. So they might say, you know what, we were going to sell the house, but the reality is the job didn't work out. Or, you know what, we were going to sell our house because we thought we were going to have more kids, but we decided not to. Or we were selling the house because, now the kids are all at college, but we decided just to stay put for a couple of years. But now we actually started to think about it again. So there's a lot of different reasons, a lot of conditions. These aren't really objections yet. A condition and an objection are different things. An objection is they're trying to tell you why they don't want to list with you, why they don't want to list the house. A condition is a real reason why. It's not that the market's bad or the market's good. It's not that, they just don't want to list with you because they don't know who you are. They're not familiar with your firm. A condition is just like, hey, I'm not listing right now because my kids just got back in school and we don't want to deal with it right now. There's nothing you can really say that's going to convince a family of 4 or 6 to put their house on the market when their kids just started school that week. It's like, Yeah, sure, if you got a cash offer for $1 million over asking, of course, they'd probably sell, but that's not reality. So remember, think to yourself, is this a condition or an objection? And what you start doing, even before you go into the second half of the script, is listen. If they say, hey, we were going to sell our house, offer fell through, then you say, hey, totally get it. Sorry to hear that happen, but just out of curiosity, have you still considered selling the house for any other reason within the next 6 to 12 months? So you keep that conversation going, or you go on to the next questions listed on the script. I usually like to break it up right there and just go into, if I could still make that happen for you, would you be willing to list with me and get your home sold? So if I could still get your home sold in today's market, is that something you'd even be interested in? Because with this script, I'm not thinking I'm getting the appointment right now. Sometimes you will. It's crazy. You make enough calls using the power dialer, you're going to get people that are just like, I was just talking to my wife last week that we wanted to sell our house. It's so crazy that you're calling today. And then you're listing it next week, getting it sold the week after. Like, I've had that happen so many times. But usually I'm going into a very low pressure, thinking, hey, I'm building my nurture farm through this. So watch the last video. I'll actually link it up here. If you want to go back and see my philosophy and how I actually read out these questions, definitely click the link there. And I'll also have them in the description. But guys, this is such an easy script, such a good way to start with seller prospecting. I really just love this strategy because it's low pressure. You don't need to be a pro with your scripts yet. There's very little rejection. And it's quite honestly, compared to calling new expireds, a very relaxing way to prospect. And that's more my style. So if you're liking what you're seeing, link in the description to the seller prospecting course that contains the scripts. Just go ahead and download those, practice them, master them. If you got value from this video, like and subscribe.